Today is my last day as Deputy Principal working for the Department of New South Wales of Education, and it is just wild how quickly 9 years has flown by. Yesterday I was cleaning out my drawer and my desk in my office, and I found a wooden card, and this wooden card was made by my first ever Year 7 woodwork class, and that was when I was learning how to become a teacher. And on that card had a poker burner inscription from a couple of the students, and it said, "Good luck at uni, hope you become a good woodwork teacher." And I just had to stop and think, because it feels like a lifetime ago when I was doing that prac, but it was only really 12 years ago. And since then I've been in the Western Sydney schools. I started out in Gunnedah High out in the Central West. I was out there for a few months. Then I was on a targeted grad program and New South Wales teaching scholarship program, and I was placed in Western Sydney when I was at Jamison High for 7 years, and that's where I really cut my teeth in teaching. 3 years as a teacher, and then into the relieving head teacher role, mainly at that for another 3 years, and that was just wild. That was such a crazy time. I took over from a mentor who unfortunately had a workplace injury and he had to take his retirement early. So then I slotted in because I was aspiring. I was modeling and I was shadowing him for 12 months prior. And that was awesome. I got to work with some incredible teachers. I got to really transform a faculty from the most underperforming to the highest performing based on enrollment numbers and HSC results. And it was just incredible. We had such value, and our school valued our skills and expertise so much that, we got all these opportunities. And it was part of that when I met my mentor, and I kept going with him. But I actually met my mentor, one of my first mentors, Steve Delaney, when I was actually in my second prac, and I was teaching at Wollongong High, and it was called Bulli High. And he used to say to his students, "Effort equals results." And that phrase, that philosophy has stuck with me ever since. I've literally used it ever since. It is on basically everything that I sign off on. It is on in every class post that I put up. It's in most speeches that I give. It is the thing that mandates and drives my philosophy in life. And if I didn't put the effort in back then, when I was this nervous prac teacher trying to figure out how to teach a woodwork class, to now being obviously in my final day as deputy principal, and it's just rapidly gone through so quickly. But in there's all these trials, there's all these challenges. We had COVID in there, we had lockdowns in there, we had, NESA audits in there, we had workplace injuries in there, we had complex staff, complex kids, all these things. And now I'm in my final day here at Ulladulla High School, and I've been here for nearly 3 years. And the amount of growth that you have as soon as you go and change your environment is just insane. But I'm super grateful for the experiences I've had. I'm super grateful for the people I've met, the students that I've inspired, and the staff that I've led, because I've received a flood of sort of overwhelming thank you messages this week from my school community. And when you're doing the job, you don't necessarily get the thank yous, you don't necessarily get the sort of gratitude, but people are sad to see leave, but also happy to see you go to something that's really what you're hoping for. So it's a sad day, but it's also an exciting day, because yes, it's been 9 years, and 4 of those who have been in the Fast Stream program as an aspiring leader on the fast track to become a school principal. And I was mentored by Sam Jackson, the CEO of the program, and she's just incredible. She's given me so much guidance over the years on really tough situations that I've had to deal with. And she's just a solid rock of a person who grounds you into the reality, but also encourages you to take what you want and to go where you want. And she lives by that philosophy. You can see it. Effort equals results. She's such a hard worker and thinker and just passionate person. But it's there's so many people that I've met and got mentored over the years, and Jared O'Keefe for actually training me into become a deputy, and the principals that I've been under in that time have just been guiding my way. So I just wanted to quickly just wrap it up a little bit. This will be my final Drive to Work podcast. I definitely will keep these going. I will definitely keep this habit going, but it'll just look a little different. So remember, effort equals results. You might see me in Europe, but you might see me in my next job in Thailand as Director of Technology and Education. Anyway, I'll see you there.